Hello there, this is Scarlet Hollow. Heavily recommended to me. Apparently it's amazing. Kind of like you could play through the whole thing and you would have only done, what is it, they said like 1/5 of the content. So no matter what I do, I'm not going to complete the whole bloody thing. This is the demo bit. This is the first episode. I thought I'd play the demo. If I like it, because it's just episode 1, right? Then I'll just go for the next one, right? I'll just buy the game, it'll be fine. But we'll see if it's any good. So, start. Your name is... Ooh! The Flamboyant Flamingo. I almost wrote that then. I am the Cheekster. You live in the city of... Ooh. Is it any town? You just put any town. Okay. Alright. I'm going to say Albion, because I just love the word. It's not, I'm a dude. Ooh, power build. Mystical. Talk to animals. That's almost instantly. Oh, street smart. That's me in a nutshell. Hot. Ooh, I'm flaming. I'm good looking. Natural flirt. Actually. Hi. Welcome to my channel. My big channel. Book smart. I have read a book. Didn't finish it. Keen eye. Yep. Mystical, strange, unusual. Can see threads of reality. Oh, animals or mystical? They're both really good. I don't care about power build. Oh, what would you do? What would you do? Because, well, you're going to go and download this anyway and play it, so I guess you're going to probably pick hot, knowing you. You spicy, neuro-spicy nut job. Right, okay, so. I'm going to talk to animals. Can I take clues? 2. Oh, look. Race unlock. Oh, I can have both. Oh, I knew that. I knew that. Well done, though. You passed the test. A jolt. Awake. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump in the road. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and yet still exhausted. Ooh, the fabric in the buses. Lovely stuff. Okay, what do we do? Should I talk to myself? Dialogue history. No. Okay. Oh, you just click. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, the Greyhounds. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in speedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself travelling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets, and hey, what would Mama say? The funeral of Pearl Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, obviously. Even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with that side of the family. You know, the wild side. When Mama felt the need to marry a ruffian. Mystical. That's me. Third eye. I've had too much DMT, that's my problem. Mystical. But, so has this come up because I selected mystical? And if I hadn't, something else would have. Interesting. I like that. I'm already giddy at the knees. Let's see if we can get myself giddy further up the body. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost at Scarlet Hollow. A happy place. A stranger. So anyway, as I was saying, Oh, whatever. Get out of my face, you beanie-wearing Burke. Sorry. Let's not get personal. Oh no, he's still here. She's in sync with me. It's because we're the same person. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago, and he's been talking about tanks from World War II for all this time. You're starting to suspect he's of an unusual mind. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was dumb and a teen. Reminiscing. Me and my buddies, we're doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbour, that sort of thing. Me and my buddy, what would I say? Are you serious? Oh, this is an immediate no. You cannot agree with these people. They're barely human. You cannot agree with them because these time hogs, these bandwidth vampires, will just lap it up. So you have to say, are you serious? What is wrong with you? Then he'll sort of, oh no, he'll go into a justifying mode. Oh, there's more options. Yes. Remain silent. You do your best to keep a blank face, waking up, and by extension, accidentally giving this strange man permission to keep talking to you. It was a mistake. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad, and I'm just not playing. Yeah, bro. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbour all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had such a good laugh, and we fished her out, and the phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. Good days. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on off and on for about a year, so it's pretty serious. I just... Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me. What kind of woman? Like, for real, and geez. You ever get so mad you just want to kill somebody? Do you know, you mention it now. You mention it now, dear stranger. Threatened. Yeah, I'd kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. Ooh, that's a bit on there. I have never felt this way. Oh, I don't know. Smile and pretend he didn't just say that. No, not really. Yeah, you're young. That's true. And glamorous. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they've never thought they could. Ah! Honestly, I could have killed that woman for breaking up with you. Okay. Anyway, she's given birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. So I might just wind up on the bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Flighty bastard. I'm going to remain silent because this guy is a complete twat. I hate him. I don't care if he drives himself into a volcano right now. You sit in silence as this man admits he's threatened to murder the soon-to-be mother of his child. A child whose birth he is currently missing and considering ditching to go to have fun in New York. What a choice, my love. What a choice of gentleman. Anyways, where do you say you were headed? I can't say this because... mystical. Yeah, let's go with that. Home, I think. I've never been, but I felt like a call at the back of my mind for so long as I can remember. Some things can only be put off for so long. Yes. The young man action. Yes! I knew he'd be freaked out. I'm out freaking him. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. Bloody right he does. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself heartily laughing. Oh, you must be talking about Scarlet Hollow, right? The holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be headed up that way. Almost nobody goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now. Though actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. So there's a coal mine up in Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. Well, you wouldn't want to have done anything yourself other than have fun and destroy people's lives. Obviously, you're very busy, Benjamin. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. Oh, obviously. See how they're doing up there. Ha ha ha! Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone for one focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Ooh. Here, I have something for you. A stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled nuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, but I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they've dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Oh. New facts, eh? Nice! I love... No. No thanks. I'm not really hungry. But there's still a good 45 minutes left of your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong. Best you have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down in an empty seat next to him. The juices dribble through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, dear friend of mine. I don't like him. I don't want to engage with him in any way. I'm going to play this whole game being antisocial. I can just feel it. And just like that, you're alone. A stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Eyes a little closed. First off, the art is lovely. And even though I could literally murder that man in a bath of baked beans, drown, you bastard, I did like how well it was written. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you'd be amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives you on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you. He obviously knows something, and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. You read Sutter Kane? Do ya? Oh, who's this freaking freak? Hey, Cheekster. You instantly... Oh, I am a man. Of course I am a man. Oh, sorry. Because I chose my gender. There we go. You instantly recognise the worn young human... human. Look, I'm on the spectrum thing, And I just don't register people as people. If you know, you know. Back in. You instantly recognise the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Yeah, she does, doesn't she? You instantly looks like somebody needs a hug. That's true. Give her your condolences. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. She's gone. Your cousin turns and motions to the old beaten W parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Oh, dusty, dusty, relic, relic, relic. Oh, so much dust. Have you ever eaten peanuts? It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip. Tip, everybody. Get your notepad out. Time for it. It's time for a tip. Not a PG tips. Get it right. Dialogue options labelled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships, sure, and can unlock additional story paths. So choose carefully. Careful. Explore, 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 or remain silent. Okay. How are you holding up? I like this one. I really, really, really like this one. I guess we're both members of the Dead Mums Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to you with a nicely glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she was someone else. But she isn't. Like I said, I have issues socializing. I will take one for the special person team. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Yes, let's do this one. I can't believe we've never actually met before. You have your mum to thank for that. Or had I guess? Mystical. You feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Erlan and the old Scarlets. The wound that got a bit old-fashioned there. Sorry, I'm not in the theatre. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough, and it bled through the generations. I have to choose mystical because that's my superpower. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. And she chose to leave. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Fuck it. Remain silent. You decide it's best not to say anything in response. Oh, shit. Whoops. How are you holding up? Fine. Fine. With a capital F, mind. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, right? I know how you're feeling. I lost my mum too. Yeah, I know. You already mentioned it. Remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. I tried, guys. I tried to be social. I tried it. Tried. The house is falling off a fucking cliff. That ain't my fault. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, it crumbles. Its crumbling elegance is not lost upon you. Someone used to cramp apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. We're in. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear the doors creak on their hinges and the arches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself strays and sways in the wind. Beautiful imagery. Ah, Tabitha. Bit of a tomboy, actually. Welcome to the family's humble estate. Whatever. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I'm not a lodger. I wouldn't go... It's just her wording. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I'm not lying. The place is falling apart. Ooh. I'm going to do this one. I thought you were all loaded. And, can't you afford to fix this dump? Tabitha's dagger. No, that's not the... No! Tabitha's dagger-filled eyes are as much of an answer as you're going to get. Let's get this tour over with. Follow me. I feel like she's going to shoot me with a shotgun before I know it. Put your bags down and follow Tabitha through... You put your bags down, you follow Tabitha through a long and dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Smeg fridge. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. Oh, doing a great job. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off, and if you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. I brought my nuts. No, I didn't. I left them on the bus. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Her childishness is coming through. Is there a cat there? Okay. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here. But it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip. Explore. Use carefully. Someone cleans this place. He said someone actually cleans the place. This is nice. Nice. It's perfect. Awesome. I love PB and J. I don't know what that means. Peanut butter and jam. Sorry, I don't speak street sandwich slang of the gutter stipes. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? See, I want to answer. What if I want ice cream? Now you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. General store? How very folksy. Is it? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store just describes what it is. Okay. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Look, you said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does the person just say they did it and leave? Oh, I keep close watch on Janie. She cleans. Maybe it's not up to your sleek city standards. Oh, alright. but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to learn to live with. It's just getting the twang in, y'all. I think that's just, it just comes across so, you know, when you get like those city people, right, and then they're trying to convince you that what they're saying is down to earth, and suddenly they develop a southern twang. It's like, oh, fuck off, right? Don't suddenly go, oh, all right, mate, yeah, it's like whatever, chips and whippets, yeah, bruv. No, no. Do you actually expect me to let it go? Let it go. All right, sorry. Wonderful. Now that you've done the insulting my kitchen, do you have any other questions before we move on to the next part of the tour? Awesome. I love the peanut butter and jay sandwiches. How do you know it was one of my favorites? Oh, that damned smile. You get your cousin actually smiles. Jesus Christ, God. All right. That smile can't be real. Your face is technically melted, me love. Sorry, I was getting down and real there. I didn't, but good for you. All right, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. Do you mind if I piss in front of you? Oh, terribly sorry, that's unsocial of me. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedoed cat sitting. No, it's just black and white. Is that what you call a black and white cat? A tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. I talk to animals. Yes, talk to animals. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. Great name. Great name. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay. Fucking cat. This fucking cat. Look at this fucking cat's face. Look at him. Look at... I like peanut butter jelly sandwiches too. Nimi parle. Pause. Alright. Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne pas le français. Of course, how typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking the commoner's tongue, and not the holy language. But only so, that's a strange symbol. I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. This cat is my best friend already. Ha ha ha! Very funny, Tabitha says. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to not have to fallen through the floors. It is a boon, and we are always looking for tremendous boons, aren't we? The guest bathroom. Not much to show. I mean, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit around untouched in the corners of the room, and the mystery stains paint the floor. Mystery stains. That's not a phone. That's a fly. Do you know, it's this bit that gets me a lot. These toilet rolls, they'll be soggy at the bottom, and so they'll clump. So when you try to do it, you'll be like that, and they'll be slightly off-white as well. They'll be yellowed. Let's just cut to the chase. These will be wet. There'll be filth around here. Look, there's a puddle there. There'll be bits of fluff dotted around. Let's explore, because we have no sense of... All right, fine. Right. Okay, they're all... who uses this bathroom? Who say uses this bathroom? Guests. Ah! This isn't the real bathroom then, is it? This is the guest bathroom. The worst of bathrooms. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes at you from the other side of the bathroom wall. It'd be a lot nicer if Janie didn't have to have a policy about bathrooms. She cleans mine, but refuses to do more than that. So you can blame her for the state of the place. I can use your bathroom instead, you said? No! Now hurry up and do your business so we can move on with our lives. Lift toilet seat. Ooh. Scram, fellas. The jig is up. Oh my god, it's okay. I don't have to sit down. Thank God for that. Now my dick is working into, like, benefits. Bugs. Skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. You're good, actually. Use the facilities. A toilet is a toilet, no matter which way you cut it. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is a good place, as good a place as any, apart from the bush. You do what you must, and rejoin your cousin out in the hallway. Excellent. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop of the tour. Follow me. Just like my bus ride. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer, before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. Mystical. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died here. That's the plural for person. The closet is full of old family stuff. You can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. I'm just going to say it. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years. Obviously people have died here. That's actually quite a good point. I'm a fool. Well, what should we do? This is great. Way nicer than I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of the furniture of this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not one of your IKEA bedrooms. You don't just do it yourself, or whatever. Such nonsense you're used to in the big egg city. Oh, apple, not egg. Apple. Explore. Who else used to sleep here? Like I said, this house is 150 years. Many people have slept here. Now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms like being slept in. I guess I better just stop. Oh, I've sat my leg. It's not funny. I bet I'll just get the stuff down. Is that right, love? Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer and we can collect your belongings. Oh, God, don't sit on your leg. Lesson for everyone. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must... That's a particularly leg. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Oh, preposterous. There's no YouTube here? How on earth am I going to subscribe to Cheekster TV and watch his amazing videos? Don't expect to see much of me. Tip: dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Okay. Yes, let's get to the point. Let's not dilly-dally. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. What's going on with you? Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly you and I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start afresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. All right. We'll see. I can't. I'll try to try. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. All right, she's fucked up. Okay, here we go. Your cousin leaves through the front door, rather briskly, in fact. And now it's just you. You in this sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Now, I'm what they call in school a troublemaker. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Ooh, forbidden wings. Except for the locks and chains that sealing them shut. Of course, what a bitch. She just knew it was coming. Right, ooh, dog and lady. Yes, P&Js. I've had everything all day. Yes, that's true. I better go and eat something. Let's do it. Let's go and eat. Let's go and eat. We can talk to the cat as well. Was it Frou-Frou? Not Monsieur. Frou-Frou. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, however, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning and a scratch of a rather dangerous tuxedo cat. To get started, you'd probably need to find some peanut butter. True, some jelly, bread, a plate, and possibly a knife, or the edge of one's hand. Let's approach the cat again. Frou-Frou hisses at you as you draw near, and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away now. Can you tell me about Tabitha? Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. Meow. Can you tell me about Pearl Ann? I never knew my aunt. She's dead. Don't waste my time on corpses. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own paws. Ow! Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Okay, let's search the fridge. I hope to make a peanut butter sandwich, dangle it in front of the cat, and tell him to go bloody jog on. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps, which means shouting in the written tongue. Below, it's in separate handwriting, other words, okie dokie. Different handwriting. You open the fridge. You already feel the deep urge to wash your hands, even though you haven't yet touched anything other than the handle. The mayonnaise concerns me. We will grab the ice cream. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Let's just put it back. I've already wound her up, actually. You're right. Look, she's got all these other ones. Look. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha already seems to not like you. It's probably not best to fan the flames of her hatred. Take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a kniff, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Examine the old takeout. I don't know why I did that. What's this say? This takeout container is disgusting, beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in the styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. Possibly pizza, possibly another life form. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient, and it's in the back of my throat. For God's sake, put it back. Eat it. Should we eat it? I feel sinister. No, don't be silly. Why would I eat it? Your body reacts before you can even register what you're doing, compelled by the deep primal disgust. Be gone. Close. Okay. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Search the pantry. Ah, Tabitha sure loves mac and cheese. She eats like a child. How do I marry her? Right. Tabitha. Right. Let's just take the bread. Excellent. Scoop up one of the non-mouldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate. Right. Let's take the peanut butter. It's called GIF. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Good. Keep it reduced, but not eliminated. I love the crunchy taste. That's why peanut butter is crunchy. You didn't know that, did you? They use insects, like it's the shells inside of the insect, and that can live inside the sugariness of the peanut butter. New things. The only things you need to need now are the plate and knife. Okay. We examine the mac and cheese. Big box of mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Okay. Sounds very IKEA-ish. Pick up mac and cheese. Okay. Empty the box and stuff it with the dead mouse on the shelf. Not sure why I'm doing this. What force of chaos compelled you to do this? But it's done. You close the box and tuck it far behind the others. Devilish. Okay. You close the pantry door as best you can and you turn back to the rest of the kitchen. We searched the cabinets. Ah, there we go. And we grab a plate with a butter knife. Excellent. That's all we need. Examine the shot glass. Grab a bowl. I don't need a bowl. I wish you could click on objects. Examine the mug. Let's examine the mug. It was blown away at Bowling Rock, North Carolina. It reads as that, of what I just said. So aunt and cousin actually travelled sometimes, even if it was only for a few hours up from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through the Bowling Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Okay. Examine the shot glass. Oh, look. I survived Deb's 50th. Yes. Your aunt's name was Perlan, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mum, Perlan wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. I never thought of that as an idea. Think about it. Okay. Let us close the cabinet. I'm not interested in these bowls. Right. You close the cabinet and you look back to the rest of the kitchen. Make the PJ. Despite the state of the horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations are in order. You can feed yourself. Well done. Cooking by the book. Follow the recipe. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Let's check out the garden. Oh my. Are these hooved children? And if so, why? This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Return to the kitchen. Okay. You're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have all day ahead of you. Okay. Yeah, might as well settle in the room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. What should we do, guys? What should we do? What should we do? Naturally, I'm a napper. I'm a napper. I like to nap. Cat naps. Possibly. You've earned it. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises from the mattress. These these sheets may be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the new dawn of civilization. The new dawn, because there was a prior civilization of lizard men. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. I'm nosy. I check the closet. Lost a shoe. You can see why your cousins said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of the closet. There must be decades of family history stacked here. Pick up the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Close the closet behind you. You look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. Oh yes, you go out and pull the weeds, chop the trees, carve the topographies, and you do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. Once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying a bird song. Tweet, tweet, little bird. Tweet, tweet. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Exactly. I have a lot of big ideas. I have so many big ideas, and they come to me in a storm of excitement. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do that. And then suddenly, all these ideas stack up, and they're like, yeah, I don't know if I'll do that. And I'm just an ideas guy. You know what I mean? I'm an ideas guy. AKA, doesn't get anything done. That's not true. I've done a few things in my life. Let's get back to the journey at hand, people. Examine the painting on the wall. Oh dear, another grumpy. This must be an older relative of yours. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so it's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Bell Scarlet. The next time you see her, that is, if she is actually in the mood for a conversation. Well, she is a bit of a bitch. Explore your spare clothes. Oh, it's a possum! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum. Opossum? Opossum? Has possum always been spelt with an O in the beginning? Looks within. It is quiet, but it is hangry. Right, so maybe that's proof we're related, me and this other Tabitha girl, because I put the mouse in her mac and cheese, and she's put a possum in my drawers. Classic. Afraid! Oh, the possum can talk, of course. I friend, no hurts. A friend, I no hurt. Afraid! What are you doing in my drawers? Warm dark. Oh, what's your name, little guy? Dustin. Really? You're Dustin the possum? You got any special? No. What's in the Forbidden Wings? There's a door with a bunch of locks and chains on it. I want to know what's behind it. Dustin shivers. Bad place. Not safe. Dustin no visit. I don't know why he's got an accent. What am I doing? Right, here we go. Explore. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Tell me about Tabitha. Dustin not good with names. That's true, Dustin's stupid. But one of the humans died. Only one still lives here. 2 humans live here. Can you tell me about the humans who lived here? 1 human sad. 1 human scary. The sad human? cries, grieves, gives Dustin bad sleeps. A scary human. Always watches. Hateful eyes. Eyes so full of scorn. Ah, never mind. Okay. Could you please move, sir? I'm trying to put my clothes in here. No, this is Dustin House. Fashion your clothes into a nest. You poor thing. You look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before. He looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for the job well done. I'm doing a lot of self-glorification today. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Might as well head down to town. Going downtown, yeah. Alright. Now that you're settled in, there's not much to do. We head to town, yes, that's right. Ah, what do we get? Urban Explorer, the achievement says. Explore every room of the estate in episode 1. What do you think so far? I'm not finishing yet, but what do you think so far? Obviously, let me know in the comments. But I'm enjoying it. Like, you know, I enjoy narrating. I'm practicing narrating. Let me know if I'm doing all right at that. Just trying to get better and better. But I really like the flow of it. The conversation is nice. It's just nicely written, well written. I like it. I like it a lot. Right, I got shift. There we go. Sorry, it's a bit of sound. Right, emergency jelly baby, everyone. We're gonna have a green one. Yeah. So, what do you think? I like it. I didn't need a jelly baby. Okay, let's go. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. I don't know. I thought it's a good time. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Oh, you see? Continue down the path. Mountains. It's really pretty out here. Birds, caw. Continue down the path. Oh dear. Finally, we've made it back to town. The Holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has that feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Gretchen! Oh. What I do declare! Who is this stranger, and why does he smell of peanut butter? You're right, Gretchen. Not Cthulhu, not Cthulhu. Roll it back, roll it back. Bridge fell over, lots of people drowned. What was it called? The Mothman. There we go. Is this Mothman territory? Where was Mothman? Is Mothman in this area? Is this an upstate situation? Sorry about that. Gretchen has been very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Talk to animals. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Cheekster. My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cheekster. Ha! That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. What, like the pint? It's not often I see a strange face up here in the Holler. Every now and then, there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Am I chatting up Stella? Fucking yes. It's just the way I stand. That strong, masculine stance. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. Yep, just got in town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Upon mentioning of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath, one of these days, I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Perlan passed, or for while before that either. Anyway, words. Now that I think about it. Okay, so I feel like whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. Oh, mystical, yes. Just a mask she wears. I hope this metaphorical mask you're talking about. I tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges, but most people don't really catch on to that. It'd probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. That's true, because she lives on mac and cheese all day and ice cream. She's obviously coping really well, right? Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to be able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. Is this family important? We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Puck, isn't that the hooved bastard with the pipe pan? That was on the statue. So is Mustard Seed the other creature? I don't know it. I don't know the story. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a little bit at the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in the spooky old mansion, you must have met the frou-frou. How does the monster fare? Tabitha's cat. Unfortunately, yes, I have met frou-frou. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Alas, I have discovered my dark and terrible secret. Oh, there you go. Your dog sounds like a Southern belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Damn it, it's another social interaction gone wrong. All three so far have gone wrong. Okay, right, no. Let's rate it back, it's fine. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards, and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Yeah, go for it. Awesome, let's go. I'm making friends. I had to kind of like rein it back a bit because I kind of really messed it up for a moment. Wow, there's a lot of people here. More people than I thought there would be. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs in the air. In contrast, why are we here for a biscuit? In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realise that a stranger has entered the establishment. Oh. Should I joke and say, hey, what are you looking at? That's not how it works. Quietly slide into the nearest booth. Or silently stare at the patron's back. A taste of their own medicine. Think about it. Hey everyone, I'm Cheekster. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into the booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with you, with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Who's this? Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly placed the coffee in front of Stella. And here's the bacon for the little lady. For me, Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Okay. Press H. Sorry, I missed that bit. I can't go back. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Okay, alright, so order a coffee. No problem. Avery pours a fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring the coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, get out of town. I've had enough of this. Whatever it is. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. That happens to be. Should have gone for the biscuit. They're really good. But I guess you've got all week. Maybe you'll get one tomorrow. Oh, shit. I forgot about the biscuit. Now she's going to think I don't like her biscuits. She's going to say, why didn't you eat my biscuit? And I'll say, I just can't turn it on like that. Anyways, the funeral is not until Sunday, right? That gives me quite a bit of time to slum around town. And I'm thinking of if there's any cool events going on this week. There's always reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. So cool. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to too. True. And there's a weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'd be a special occasion. Is it like a church thing, this potluck? It'd be weird for me to come if I'm not a member. No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. I get that. I'm not of the church-going persuasion myself. Same for me. Whatever feeling some folks get in church, I think that must be a feeling I get when I look up at the sky on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. But that's not to say we're a town of heathens. Or anything like that. There are plenty of God-fearing folks around. They just aren't fans of the church. Dirt is upon the sleeve of suspicion. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy, if you will. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Sip, 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 sip of coffee. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea of how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Honestly, no clue. Well, you're in luck, as I've happened to run into a person who knows all about the best stuff to do around here, and has limitless time to show you around. My boss is pretty forgiving. Oh wait, you probably wouldn't get the joke since we don't know each other. That she's talking to herself. I'm self-employed, so I'm my own boss, so I'm forgiving myself. Ha! Very funny, Stella. I didn't see that coming. Laugh uproariously. No, that would be offensive. I've done that before. I've laughed hysterically, and people have just said, "Okay, Chris, it wasn't that funny." Yeah, I get it. Give a wooden laugh. This is actually how I'd actually do it. Is I say, no, please explain the joke, detail by detail. Yeah, I get it. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns. Biscuit in tow. Is there anything else for me? Gosh. If I had known a plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Every dog's complaint. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house. She sends her condolences. Okay. Thanks, looks great. I don't want this biscuit. What do I look like, a cherry case? You didn't have to do that. Yeah, that's something I would say. You didn't have to do that. No worries, hope you enjoy it. Mystical, you pick up the biscuit. It's delicate, it's fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your warm hand's touch. The warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. Devour, devour. If only I had some cream. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa, I say, using my beach slang. This is really good biscuit. I've had biscuit in my times, but this biscuit is sweet biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. He's around a lot. So, this Stella mentioned she's famous. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. Why are you on the news? That's a really good point, because if it's for murder... I'm a YouTuber. Did you like and subscribe? You should. Wait, what? It's not a big deal. I mean, it pays the bills, but it's really just a passion project, you know? You should check out some of her videos, Cheekster. They're like the Discovery Channel, but with better research. Oh, I see. She's more right. Oh. I'm not really one for watching videos. That's probably quite cruel. No, I mean, what's YouTube? Oh, I see. The website called YouTube. You can upload videos. I don't know why I'm asking this. I know what YouTube is. I mean, or do I? That would be a twist, wouldn't it, in this channel story? I go out into the woods at night and I film myself hunting cryptids, which are, hence the Mothman, okay, which are like mythical creatures, like Bigfoot and Nessie. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Why is it controversial? Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. She pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but I said, you are not fun. But if that was the case, it would be twice the size of any beaver I had seen. And trust me, I've seen big beavers. I also had people saying it was a dog, or perhaps a capybara, that must have escaped from the local wildlife sanctuary, obviously. It was a mountain lion. I could smell the stinker miles away. This is the words of the dog. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Okay. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Oh wait, a beaver. Hold on. That's an honest-to-God cryptid there. There you go. No way that's a beaver or a dog or a drowned dog. Is that in the river? I can't remember. And there's no way a capybara would be swimming in the river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia. But That would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until someone catches the capybara up there. That would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comments section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter and pretty fast. Twitter? X. There were polls for days. I had even had actual experts weighing in, and it was a really cool experience. It was the video that did some pretty great numbers. Yeah, personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. An exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the catty wabba wabba bar, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you would want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. You should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Interesting. Tell me more. Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but I won't let that deter me. But while I was doing research for the last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing a tug of war with a dog. We could talk to the dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. Absolutely. I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, it gets me thinking. I wonder if they'll be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Through, I guess, the Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, though I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Absolutely, I do. We're having a conversation. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want to come by or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah. It's here for a week. Anyway, yeah, I'm going out for the skunk cape. We could take the easier trails, if that would help. Oh. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight, and I'll swing by sometime, and we can do some more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Yeah, talk to you soon. Bye, bud. She's just as uncool as me. Reese, says the dog. There's always been something off about that boy. I never liked the smell of him, especially in the butt area. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'm trying to be nice here. I don't know why. That police officer staring at me. That'd be nice. Love to meet your friends. Great stuff. Awesome. Let's make it happen. He's definitely a trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got Skunk Ape to hunt. Skunk Ape is on the menu. So, what's it say? So we should probably head out if you want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. Yeah. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a generous tip. Oh, sorry, I just clicked that. Sorry. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table. Inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Okay. So we're up skunk aping it. Ooh. Oh, look, that's our, up there, look. That's the mansion. What's this? What's this down here, just off the edge? It's like a little farm. Maybe that's the church. Maybe there's a walkway. Sinister darkness. Then the town below. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, the chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and people you know, following someone you just met into the dark forest, in search of monsters. Yes, it is weird that I just agreed to follow her into the dark, but then, I'm a man, I can defend myself. I'm built with iron. You feel mystical. I have a sense of foreboding. An overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering that dog. Considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer has been the hottest on record since our last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be much worse. It's just nice to feel the chill in the air, to see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if I was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like these skunk apes. Are you really expecting to find something out here? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that has stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to start on my own little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Absolutely. Absolutely, Stella. Stella! What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen out here, other than the cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer. I saw stealing baby birds out of their nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Is that a thing? But I think most people know about that these days. Well, I didn't. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. On the Tetanus Lake, that's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles, assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on it. So you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. Shots. It's all stuff from the 50s too. which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser, a little souvenir. Maybe that's where the Debs thing, sorry, where the Debs thing comes from. You know, the little shot glass. Did you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back then, I first started doing solo videos. I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad. Why? And I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves? I kind of lump in with the cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptids. As for demons, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even want to consider the possibility they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. Let's all hope that it's just bunk and I'm right, yes. What about aliens? You left that out? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they are absolutely visiting Earth as we speak. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest idea in her head these days, ever since her parents went away. She's more... sorry, the dog's talking. Oh, right, so the dog's talking. Sorry, that's good. Yeah, so strangest ideas in her head as her parents went away. She's been more and more foolhardy with this critter nonsense. So something's happening here. Bit of a sense of... I don't know. There's an urgency somewhere. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because, you know, they're real. Mystical. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. Whoa! You've got to meet my friend Kanika's mum. You two would get along. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? Just curious. Let me think. There was this time back in the early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. Well, he's not alright now though, is he? Probably unrelated. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kind of got stuck in the cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of Wampus cats. Wampus? But I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out, Wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. Gretchen. I object to the accusation. I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, and that's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later and I was right as rain. Tomato juice baths? Oh, is that because of the smell? So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto the Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Did you hear that? Calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Ah, oh, Duke, you rascal. Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were... Some creature of darkness? Nah, girlie, just old Dookie here. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk-ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait, a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to Holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both of y'all, head on back to town, y'all here. It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and I won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away a more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? She asks him. Something tall and hairy, perhaps? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know, young filly? You never could stay in your business. Stella Richmond, put that damned camera down. That's the devil in the D. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help you out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know how I learned from the best. That you did. Ooh, flattery. That's how you get an old man. But I have to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or whatever you have. Yes, these ruddy chunkabungas. Get them out. What's this chunkabunga nonsense? Something's been getting it at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose more than that. A fox, perhaps. Ah, I wonder if a skunk-ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk-ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, I don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damned mountain lions. They're out here, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons-o' bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. Why does that dog look so sweaty? I know for a fact that it's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. Oops, shit, sorry, I skipped it. It's true. There are mountain lions out here. Sure as sin, says the dog. They pee all over the trees. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by old geezers like me. You made me look like a fool, my dear. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come out carrying a mountain lion's corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you too want to face a face full of buckshot, I suggest, if you don't want it, that is, I suggest you run home and you stay out of the woods tonight. You'd be a good pair of kids in their 40s. Mystical powers. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Boom, boom, boom. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Deep, deep, deep into the darkness. Whatever it is, the 4 of you are bound to meet it. And it will change you forever. Mystical, there's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. I say out loud. Yeah, I know. I'm hunting it. What if it's not a mountain lion? What if it's a... Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghosts and goblins using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator, do you know what? Sorry. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? Ooh. Besides, you know my boy Bo. My boy Bo? I've got a boy Bo. No, wait. Besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off the Big Betty this week. We will be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. If I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. Mystical. As Stella and Duke both root themselves in their stubborn insistence, the feeling from before gains form, clarity. Something fated has been locked into stone. Somebody here is going to die tonight, and it ain't me. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. We all need to get out of the woods, right? If we don't somebody is going to die. Remain silent. You silently stare through Duke. Ah, stop it. You're just trying to unsettle me. So I'll let you all off in the woods to film your little video. And Cheekster, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave this poor man to his wild goose chase. I'm not freaked out by your friend's theatrics. But if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. Damn right. No trouble, please. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out of it that easily. Come on. I know the trail. That'll get us, let us get around him. Yes. Yes. I knew you wouldn't give up the hunt. Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. A path in the woods. Go on an adventure with your new friend. That was the achievement. All right, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? Si, senor. She hands you the camera and takes the position. What kind of films are we making? Looks very seductive. Dogs put me off, though. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Cheekster, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent skunk ape from Skunkworks. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellas. And keep digging. Wretches, says the dog. Do you think the dogs, if dogs were watching the show, they'd understand the dog talking through this? And then that would be funny, wouldn't it? I can take the camera off your hands now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Mystical. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. What should we pick? There's so many options. You just can't pick them all, can you? It's hard to take it all. Let's go mystical. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. That won't happen. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk cape? No. Something more metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across its trail. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble. And I feel A-okay. Did you hear that? Skunk cape. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. What was that? Haha, no need to panic. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about a big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for a flashlight. Strange voice. Can you hear sweet whispers of new growth? What? What the fuck? A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. The acorn... It's a deer speaking. Oh, of course, because I understand what it says. Oh, it's horrible. The acorn becomes the oak, becomes the rich rot that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken. A deer, Gretchen cries. The dog. And there is something uncouthly fake and vile to its odours. Let me at him. I dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space. Let me at him. Deer says, your souring husk will feed the coming world. This is good. And then it is gone. Geez, Gretchen, calm down. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh my. It seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What? I can't do the voice. What must you think of me? She cannot handle, dear. When she gets like this, it's usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, however, my small dog. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? I think that deer was threatening us. I think it was just sick. That thing on its face, I'd bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals get taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger, poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Right. That's it. My heart rate got up. I'm ready for the hunt. Let's go. Same for me. How about you? Quick snack, a break, a fuel up, if you will. And then we'll get right into tonight's activities. Apricot. Such a girl's bag. Oh, I've got berries and apricots and nuts. Oh. Anyway. Oh, nut bars. Probably dark chocolate. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks up a bag of assorted snacks. You take the trail mix. Extra M&Ms. You grab the trail mix. Classic choice. It never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. They left out the raisins. So it's just M&Ms. the way I like it. You and Stella settle down on the overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of the evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws at a stick, distracted for the time being. Stella turns to you. Tell me, what is it like in Albion? Do you have a house, an apartment? Yes, we don't all live in castles. Do you live with family, roommates, or pets? Tell me what it's like to be Cheekster. It's sensational. It's rather rigid. Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. Okay. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. It's a mixed bag. At first it was kind of nice to finally have space that was just mine. Now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come and let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker. The toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant, you know, how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room. Stella says. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in the old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you ever tried looking for a different place or maybe finding a roommate? There's got to be something better out there for you. I've thought about finding roommates. I've had enough bad roommates for a lifetime. This is cheap. I've been saving up for something better. Oh yeah? So, what do you do for a living? Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. That's shit. Well, it's probably great, but it's just not for me. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. That's actually true. I do sell my art on Etsy. I'm a first-year associate of a big law firm. That's true. Big laws. I'm a streamer who doesn't know what YouTube is. A student, a teacher. I'm in the service industry. That's what I want to say. Just remain silent. Arts and crafts. That's the only real one there for me. Are those two white eyes? I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. If that turns into a monster, don't say that I don't see things. I have an Etsy store where I sell assorted arts and crafts. Sometimes I'll do commissions. Sometimes I'll just sort of find something on the street and fix it up with a quirky design. I like giving something a mustache or painting it to look like a bee. What? Oh, you're an artist. And you upcycle. Nice. It used to be nice. Oh, thanks. I really love what I do. It might not be much, but it's empowering to feel like I am taking control over my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up on what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a house just outside of town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it's a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house. He must have done a great job because it's still as sturdy as it's ever been. Oh, do you live alone? I'm just asking the question. Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. And the Holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, did they move? Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Well, no, obviously they didn't move. Oh, because they're dead. That's the real answer I'd actually give. Which is... It's okay, you didn't know. I've done mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. No, this is pathetic. I'm not gonna go on. I guess we're both members of the Dead Mums Club. I'm gonna go for it. It worked last time. Members only. 2 characters in episode 1. Dead Mums Club. I guess we are. How are you holding up? Can't see it. Fucking hell. I'd rather not talk about it, sorry. No, she's already opened up, so I'm okay hanging in there. It was a long time coming. It wasn't a surprise, and I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore, and that's a relief. Hospital bills are another story, though. God, I'm sounding not like a hot catch. I make some money on Etsy, possibly upcycle, and I've got lots of medical bills. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. Just salt in the wound at that point. My stars, what was that? Says the dog. Stella says, it's showtime. Mystical, whatever lurks behind the tree line is something left unseen. I've seen it! But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot into Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. There's something terrible out there, Stella. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Cheekster. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you, says the dog. Chicken, says. I see it, I see it. It's sweet and kind. A bed of flowers, a nice wind, a gentle gardener. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on. I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either. So I think we can rule out skunk ape. Or whatever it is, it's one of the Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. I don't know why I said that. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by the leash. Oh dear. Stella! Stella! Says Gretchen. She says, ow. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Yeah, another diseased, freakish bird. It's just like my Stella to get overexcited and lose track of herself, says the dog. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. A new beginning. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Chicken, chicken. Chick, chick, chicky. Oh, Jesus. It's still alive. Should we fix that? If it's suffering? I guess we have to roll the camera. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. It could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Geez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Ever the dread. Wait, did you hear that? I know that smell. That's old Duke. Stella! I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Bertie! Bertie! Oh no, what happened to you, my sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. The dog says. She smells terrible. Nothing like an animal at all. Just like that deer. I can barely even smell the woods anymore. It's all that uncanny plastic stench. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, let's double it. Let's double team it. Fusion. Look at that fusion of two traits. The things of these things all of these animals have been saying tonight. It's like they're going through some kind of religious experience. The hell are you on about, kid? The dog says. What a horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that, just to say. You were joking, right, about being able to talk to Gretchen earlier? You're still joking, right? We should maybe talk about that later. Duke, we saw a thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera here, too. I don't know what it is. A gnome or something. Gnome? You know there ain't no such thing. It's not of this world, Gretchen says. That's for certain. What a disgusting thing it was. Unappetizing at every sense of the word. What are we supposed to do now? We're taking my bird and we're getting the hell out of here. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. Then a guttural moan. And then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Gretchen, concerned. There's something out here, all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them. Oh dear. Do you hear that? There are so many voices, all of them, telling us to leave. Oh, yes, I hear that. But are they really saying something? I can't make anything out. She starts filming again. Oh, come on, girl. Come on, Bertie, let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured Bertie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like they're all suddenly surrounded. You hear that? Leave and never return, this place is cursed, the voices are saying. A strange sounds coming closer and growing bolder. What the fuck is that? Yeah, yeah. The gardeners come to mend and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become. You feel tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer, Duke demands, or I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you full of lead. Oh, okay. The man hesitates. The thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Bertie, tucked under Duke's arm. Stella! Stella! There's another one. The dog cries out to you in dog language. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. Not the dog. You and Stella turn in time to see another creature slithering out in front of you in the bush. Oh my god! What's going on over there? Duke glances back. Everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet, and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it... These are like the things at Silent Hill. You know, the baby things, right? Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Bertie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching the other creature attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness. Her desperate cries go unheeded. Why don't you just move? Shit, shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird. That's a funny sentence. Help Duke, or get the thing away from Gretchen. Get the thing away from... Save the dog every time, whether it's a good decision or not. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Cheekster, my hero! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hindy legs, its mouth opening, whispering tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Fucking hell, that got racy, didn't it? Duke? Blood! Blood! The dog cries. My heavens, I smell blood. Oh. Oh my god. Poor trigger discipline. Unfortunate accident, it says. As the achievement. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we do? Okay, first things first. I grab Gretchen. There's step one done. Yes, Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step two. What's holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. What the fuck? Or police cops, obviously. Yeah, that's what you do, isn't it? Do you have a signal out here? I don't. Look, we're going to have to run through the woods to reach the road. Anyway, I say we might as well chase after those things and get as much footage as we can. No. That's a bad idea. No one is going to believe us if we don't have proof of what happened. We owe it to Duke. Okay. Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. He's dead, Stella! Stella, you froze as if you were going after those things. And then you pull that again? Stella, we have to get out of here. Okay, let's go. God, these freaks! Deformed worm men. As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. You keep moving. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. Gretchen, I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now. We can get back to the main road. Let me find my phone so we can call the sheriff. You feel the buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. Oops. 13 text messages. This is not an unfamiliar situation to me. This is problematic. I thought something was there then. Call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Explore her texts. You text Tabitha to let her know you're okay. It sits unread. Can't we read the messages from her? Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls her phone out and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up on the mountain on a Signa trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. Guys, we had to get out of the woods. It takes a little while, but eventually the patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers. Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older gentleman, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being in the middle of the night. He is one of the men in the black. He is. He's an agent of the government. Undercover as a police officer. I don't even need evidence, I know. See, right there, the thing jumps out of the woods and then a shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is this kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Yeah. It could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. They killed Duke. Aha. Now we're going to have to confiscate this camera, Mr. Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. Okay. Fuck. We were supposed to be putting a show out tonight. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get our team out in the morning to retrieve the body. But for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please call me Earl. Deputy Franklin. Earl and I will escort you and... Oh, they're quite newly friends then. I like that they've written their names on them. I know that's a little detail. I love that. Who are you exactly? Well, that's Cheekster, a perfectly normal human name. And he came into town today for the funeral. Oh, sure, right. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things are out there and they could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. Oh, jeez, he's taking it so easy. He'll still be out there in the morning. I mean, it's true, and we don't want to run around in the darkness of the forest at night. It's not necessarily going to work. We'll only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll then stop bowling when someone's died. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you to the safety of your home. Stella says, we have to ride back with you. We can just walk. Those creatures left will be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist. For your own safety, my love, says the big, scary policeman. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is if your mama permits. But what about Stella? She hates being in those wheeled contraptions, says Gretchen, wistfully. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of the squad car. I feel very arrested at this point in time. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Stella stares out the window, oddly quiet. Oh, my poor Stella, Gretchen says. Neither one of us much likes these awful metal beasts. If only I was able to confront her, comfort her, confound this old man who reeks of coffee for keeping us apart. Oh. Hey, Stella, are you good? She doesn't respond. Please place a comforting hand on her shoulder. Rest your hand gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out her self-soothing sigh. I don't think Stella's okay back here, fellas, or I guess we just saw a man die. Don't know what I can say either. Remain silent. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass by in the light of the headlights. Every now and then, you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you before it slips back into the darkness. Soon, a rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives you an uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. You're gonna say that is not the Men in Black. Cheekster, just get a grip. And I'm gonna tell you, it is. There is a religious cult, Men in Black, lizard men conspiracy, roughly. I'm going with that. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out and come the morn. Just get a good night's sleep, of course, obviously, because that'd be so easy. And you, whatever your name it was. IP Freely. Fox Mulder. IP Freely. Sure. You're in town for the funeral. Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get out for any more trouble. Do you know, I thought I was on with her, and now it's just the mood's gone. It has gone. I have to accept the mood's gone. You'll have a good night now, y'all. Bye-bye, Gretchen. And you'll have a lovely evening. If those bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. Taking it so seriously, Chief. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? That's a good question. Why did you ask to walk home? Is it because you can't turn off? Is that what it is? That's a fair question, and I've had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which is, I guess, tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. Okay. Keep an eye on me? Are they for real? I can't believe I'm a suspect after we showed them the footage. I can't believe it either. But it's okay, I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. God for that. Nor will I, Gretchen cries. Though I have little understanding of police work. That's true, Miss Pug. And there... I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. It won't get to the point either because they're going to do a little investigating of our own. I like this. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can... They're aliens. If we can get a clearer footage, or better, yet trap one of them, there's no way they can play. Okay, you see, this is the problem. Women like this, right? People like this, they get it in their head and they have to do it. I have known man, woman, and beast, both with the same mental persuasion. They have to know, and it's like you don't have to know, but they have to know. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mama. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Let's do it. Awesome, let's go. I'm glad you're sticking it out with us. It's always so nice to have an extra companion. That's what I am. I'm an extra companion. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind us, Gretchen says. A mysterious voice says, Cheekster! Stella says, Jesus! Ooh. You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Mystical. You're finally where you're meant to be. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands firm and strong in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. I love that. What brings you out here so late? Oh, who is this? I love how the eyes actually moved. Hi, it's Miss Forsyth. Brucey Forsyth? This is Cheekster. Is it okay if we come in? Mystical. You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable. That's what she said. And you feel small and almost naked in her presence. There's something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. And then the moment passes, and you see only the woman before you. Of course. You're in luck. I have put on water for her bushes' tea. Oh, I like that slipper. And for goodness sake, can you call me Sybil? You're an adult now, after all. Sybil Forsyth. Oh, this is a nice room. Welcome to my little nook. This place has always been has the loveliest aromas. It's nice to finally meet you, Cheekster. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Could they be a sisterhood of witches? do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. Stella reaches out and says, you know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously at all. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things are out there. I don't even know how to describe them or what they will do to the body. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls a memory card from out of her sleeve and pops it into her phone. See, I knew when she was saving the battery, I knew she was taking the SD, whatever it is, card out. Master criminal. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. The cops wouldn't even know what to do with the footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. Which they would have done because the police cops man, the man who is in the back, right? The big one. And he's totally all about like hiding the evidence. I haven't even talked to him, I just know. I'm like that because I'm mystical. Exactly. I'd give it to them if they asked again. But for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves. They're watching it. Concern. Where was this? Up on the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits. Yes? I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger? Louder, if you can. I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. Oh, that's a kettle, isn't it? It's not screaming. I could go and get mine. No need. Kanika would still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. She got stickers on her door. Come out! We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen. Who's a good potato? Kanika, it's me, the dog of your dreams, the good potato. I most certainly hope I am a good potato. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? I was helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened. This is Cheekster, Tabitha's cousin, and he's right. It's serious, Kanika. Duke's dead. We caught it on camera. Jesus Christ. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. There's more to that footage than Mr. Calloway's ultimate demise. Well, she's busy with the laptop at the moment, doing studies. Okay. My room's a mess. Okay, so I've warned you. You can't judge me now, I've warned you. I'll just bring it out here. Can't go in a room. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Kanika. Stella, what the hell is this? Sybil silent. This is far beyond my ability to contribute, says Gretchen. I'll leave the thinking to the humans. Good call, dog. Good call. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Cheekster and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine, really, I'm okay. Remain silent. Poor Duke, poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl, the Deputy Franklin, they didn't seem to be much in a hurry to do anything. If anything, they were going on about bowling. I'd call him later tonight. But for now, we're having something far more serious to discuss. Mystical. Whatever happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that. You're wrong. You're not wrong. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures like ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mum, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Cheekster with this Talipro crap. Kanika seems a bit of an ass. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. Yeah, get off your high horse. She's always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. To be fair, if we were to dissect it like forensics, I mean, I'm having a Quincy moment here. Columbo, Magnum PI, Kojak. We didn't actually see them try to murder us specifically, did we? And it could just be that old coot fell over and shot himself in the head, right? Which was kind of the implication. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And if these ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. They were there to witness tragedy. Jesus, Mum, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. I don't know if it is. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in our video. What was that growth? Whatever it is, it's not good. Yeah, no kidding. I wonder if we were seeing some sort of parasitic larval stage, like they were really big, doughy wasps or something. Possibly. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea that I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. Yes, that is the words. And I'll help you it'll help you soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late, and I should let Cheekster get some rest. That's true. I ran him ragged today, and with all this hiking and running through the woods in terror. Such a shit answer. Okay. I can stay up. This is important. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. What? Okay, maybe. It's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what they called them? That's right. You go on home now and try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night online, though. Let me get some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Sailor Moon. I just saw that. That's hilarious. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you later. Bye, Cheekster. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Thank you, Sybil. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind you. Gretchen, what an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty then. Let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Of course not. I'm a gentleman. I'm that kind of guy. Well, this is me. Well, obviously, we've been here before. Are you good finding your way back? Well, I mean, you've got the tea. I know that's not how it works. Are you sure I can't stay here? I don't like the thought of having to go up the mountain. Yeah, just nod. You nod. Cool. I'll see you around. Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Good luck, Cheester. Damn, did I friend zone myself? Classic. You begin the long... The reason why I wanted to go back, right, is because I thought maybe another monster attack would happen. You begin the long hike back up to the Scarlet estate alone. Continue down the path. Oh dear. Almost home. Continue down the path. Your salvation in sight. You make a mad dash to the door. You try the door. Tabitha. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Oh, that gives away where... I don't care. You gave me a heart attack. The miner outside. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's onto the woods with Scar, find cryptids, and it ended with us all watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella then. Glossed over it a bit. That explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tuck me in? Are you serious? Tuck you in? No, go to sleep, you bloody imbecile. You're alone in the estate, and the sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room before you even fully realise you're there. You're already collapsed onto that awful mattress. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now. You're safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin, Tabitha. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things are only going to get worse. Darkness. The rising of the sun. Eyes in the woods. Trees losing leaves. That time of year. Statue of the miners. Scarlet Hollow Town Hall. The pillars aren't quite straight. Tea and magic books. A window to a basement. The image of a crying individual sleeping in a basement. That must be the guy that couldn't leave. Too sick. That other friend. A door opens. The shadows still remain. Sheep upon the fields. Close to the dark. Llamas, in fact. Lammies. Pumpkins filled with terror. A mine. Dark, unlit, but not empty. A front door with a demonic doorknob knocker. An acorn on the banisters. An acorn representing the third eye. Tabitha's room. Incredibly overlocked. Bet that's Tabitha's room. Do you think it's Tabitha's room? Maybe that's why she's so fucking like... Maybe that's the work she's talking about. Scarlet Hollow. The game. Thank you so much for playing. This is the end of episode 1 and Scarlet Hollow's free demo. If you'd like to continue your story, your saves will automatically carry over to the full game. Excellent choice by the devs. Excellent choice by the devs. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Saved. Save. No. Okay. Turn. Exit to main menu. Yes. 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 These people have made something quite good. Right, let's get through this. There's a lot of names. Yep, love that. This has been a long video. If you are like the one person in the universe that has got this long far in the video, what a ride we've had. What a ride we've had. The Scarlet Hollow. Heavily recommended. Heavily. With a warmth-filled heart. Apparently, it was amazing, they said. They said it is one of the best visual novels they've ever played. And they love it. Right? And I think they were probably on the button. Now I'm starting to worry about this darkness here. And there was a church down there on the other side. Oh, you can't click on anything. Can you imagine if you clicked on something and got a secret? So, I think that this was amazing. It's been a very long ride, very long video, very enjoyable, absolutely amazing. I love the characters. I just want to, just for a moment, mention the artwork. The artwork is pristinely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. 100% all the way, top notch. The writing is very fun. There are so many options to say that you do kind of get a bit of a decision fatigue, I suppose, and you just start picking things just to move things along. But that's just me, I guess, and I still enjoyed it, and I love that there is so many options. So that is really good. This game has something about it. I can see why it's overwhelmingly positive. You can get this episode that you've just seen on Steam to play it yourself if you want to do that, right? And it is free. It's the free first episode. But it's like crack, isn't it? So, of course, the sample's free. And that's what these insidious, dark-minded creators knew. They knew what they were doing. They created a perfect drug, and then they gave you a sample. But there we are. I've loved it. Absolutely loved it. I'm just going to end up buying the game, ultimately. If you'd like this, if you'd like me to do the next chapter, chapter 2, let me know in the bottom. If you've got this far, please like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. You know, I'm a new channel, and it's just nice to get more people on board. Really enjoy the comments, and it's really nice hearing from people. Like, you know, for the few comments that I've got, I've really enjoyed those positive comments which have said, like, oh, I've really enjoyed your narration. I've really enjoyed you on the screen. I thought you were funny or entertaining. That's really great to hear for me. I don't get a lot of praise in my life. I'm a person who lives in a box in a world where the authoritarian governments try to strip me of life and power. So in this little box, it is lovely to hear that there are people out there who enjoy like horror games and story games and love this stuff. I mean, I write novels, so playing this was just fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It was really, really fun. Really, really fun. Really, really fun. So, and even if I don't play this again, I'm literally about to go and just buy the whole game or whatever it is anyway after this, just because of this first episode alone. But yeah, if you want to see more of the episodes, let me know in the bottom. I probably will still make one. But there we go, guys. The Scarlet Hollow. Fantastic. I like the colour palette as well. Fantastic. Just top tier. Top tier. Damn, that was good. Damn, that was good. Long episode as well. Quite a lot for free as well. That was amazing. Very generous. You know, if not a bit hookish. Really got me there. A bit moreish, isn't it? So anyway, I have been the deformed monkey man worm creature in the forest. You have been the worried YouTuber with your little torch running away, but you can't escape us all. We're gonna get ya. But until the next video, bye-bye.